Hello. Right, I'm gonna be going over a few things like in fact I'm gonna go over everything in this video. I'm gonna do some separate ones as well for different people that don't want to watch the whole thing. Okay. So I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna be talking about psychic attack, feeding the spirit, um, how to block people out of psychic, where the third eye, the third eyes or third or fourth eye, whatever you want to call it. We're talking about connecting with crystals. I'm going to be talking about um, how to train your eye, how to open it, and yeah, it's going to be called full psychic training. We're going to go for over a lot of things. I'm going to start off with psychic attack. Right, psychic attack. So basically, that's when being attacked in any kind of way through visions, energy, or anything like that. If you're being attacked through energy, for one, you want to make sure you've not got energy in your visions. It could be that. You want to make sure you stay not focused on that person that's doing it. You need to block a lot. And you need to start doing something that will occupy your time instead of being in a situation where you're trying to get out of it and you're just constantly focused on that. So that's for one. Psychic attack. If you want to block right side of your throat, left side of your throat, both of them are out. So, like, if you get signs or anything like that as well, if you're one of these people that get signs or anything like that, negatives the right side, positives the left side. So, well, I'll just leave that one to you because I don't really believe in signs. Another thing as well, you don't want if you're being psychic attacked, you do not want what is it called? Empathy. You don't want empathy because the spirit can jump into you and attack you in a bigger way through empathy. So you don't want that to be happening at all. So if you want to block that out. Another thing is forehead. Make sure you're feeling in your head everything properly. If you focus on energy work a lot, if you focus on energy work a lot, you're not going to be feeding your brain as much because you're focused on energy all the time. So you need to think like you just forget the energy for a minute, focus on your brain, focus on your forehead. So like you tense in this area, yeah? And you just want, that's your out. You're focusing on your forehead and tense like that, the whole front, that's your out. That's one block, yeah? Right, there's another block on your neck at the side, just by bumping it, just like feeling it bump, but focusing on it. Collarbone, gap in your collarbone, where your collarbone is, that's the main block. That's your main block, believe, yeah? You learn to feel your spirit, so you feel a little soft little line there, say, of your spirit, and it will be like a tingling sensation. That's out. And you got to think, you're blocking the spirit, you're blocking the physical person, and you're blocking to the third eye or out yourself. Yeah, that's one. That's your block. Yeah, that's the block you need. Right, psychic attack. So you mean psychic attack? You need lapis lazuli. Definitely. It's not called lapis lazuli. Some people get confused and say it's lapis lazuli, but it's not lapis lazuli. It's called lapis lazuli. It's a Lee. It's a Lee of the tree. It's the Lee of the cave, whatever. It's a leaf. Keep you out of the rain. You get me? So use this. Put it on your third eye. I usually put my hat on and put that underneath it. One of my hats, one of my cotton hats. Basically, you want to focus on working with the crystal. Yeah, just because it's there, you want to put energy in it and you want to work with it. Right, so that's another thing. You want to be working with it because it protects you from a psychic attack, and it also opens you up to places as well. So that's another thing. Where is it? Some crystal. What's it called? Labradorite. Labradorite strengthens your aura. And malachite. Malachite crystal will also strengthen your aura. And it'll stop you from psychic attack. You could also get energy, build a strong light energy in your hands. Like this, say if you're building light energy, yeah, so say you get light energy from the sun, yeah, if you look at the sun, it's bright, it's vibrant, it's white, yeah, think of a white light. Personally, I use a gold energy, like I got a God in a human form energy when I searched up on it, but that's another story. So I use gold energy and I use white light, both at the same time. It's vibrant. Imagine it extending out from in all directions in a circle ball, and really, it's really vibrant. There's loads of videos. I've got a playlist on making building light energy work, basically. So go check that out. Next, I want to talk about feeding the spirit. You want to fuel your spirit 24/7 as much as you can. Obviously, unless you be in psychic attack, you want to balance it out with your brain. So if you're feeding energy, because I went through a situation where I was feeding energy so much, I weren't feeding my brain properly. You know what I mean? So you need to balance it in between. You need to balance it in between, but you want to fuel your spirit quite often. It's alright to feel your spirit strong, but it's also and your energy, but it's also good to keep physical as well. That's another thing. I'm going over psychic attack quickly. Alright, so you're being psychic attacked, yeah, through visions. You want to freeze your image. You want to learn to keep your image to yourself, yeah. You could have too many people in your mind, too many spirits in your mind at a time, in your eyes. So you need to start focusing on one person at a time. Also, apart from freezing, you want to be trying to get them out of your head and forgetting about them as well. See, I can bring these psychic attackers back me. They come back. It's like their third eye is waiting for me, so they can come, waiting for me to come back so they can jump me. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. That's what it is. That's what it is. But you just gotta learn to block them out and just totally forget about them. Even I can think about them now. I'm not being psychic attacked, but I can bring them back in through my third eye if I really intentionally wanted to. So that's a good idea to do. Just keep on freezing your image. Practice keeping your own mind. Keep your image to yourself and practice freezing your image. Right. Psychic. Another thing. Psychic here. Yeah. Like your third eye just here. Yeah. You got your third eye, or you call it the fourth eye. Call this the third eye between the brow. Yeah. Basically, if you want to image things, you can image things with your eyes open. You can do it through your normal vision, which will be like here, or you can do it from your vision up there. So if you've seen visions up there, it's also good to check on your third eye, just in case you're being attacked. So if you look forward, it's like forward and up slightly. focus like your mind like that into your third eye, focus on your third eye, you might see visions. At the minute, my eyes are aware to just freeze. So I'm actually, sometimes I'll look up and I see sometimes I look up and I remember straight away that I'm frozen. My vision's frozen straight away, yeah. I can't explain it. I'll look up and I'll see myself there sometimes anyway, but it's always there, frozen. That's what I mean. Not completely, I'll move about a little bit, but you see, I speak sometimes to people through that way, but it's frozen. Don't let yourself go like video mode constantly. You know what I mean? Because you're prone to be attacked. You know what I mean? And if you do video, you're gonna go for a fight. You're gonna go for a fight at some point. But it's always good to freeze as well. Learn to freeze your image. You might get people trying to fade you out. That's another thing. Yeah, if someone tries to fade your image, yeah, you're gonna have to blank that out straight away, because it might mind trick you. You might make yourself think that you can't do this anymore, but really you can. You know what I'm saying? So block them out. Instant there. Start flashing images in your mind. Still images, whatever. Moving images in your own mind. Practice in your own mind as well. Visions aimed for yourself so no one else can see them. You need to do this on a regular basis. Do you know what? It's best to do this after every connection. Keep your image to yourself. Practice. Always stay aware of these things. It's a big part of psychic attack. All this stuff is very important. Feeling your spirit. That's what I'm gonna say. Once you've built the light energy up, you can expand it around you. You can spread it around your body like this, in different areas around your head, etc. You know what I mean? Like all over your body. Do an exercise. What's his name? I'll get his name. If you type light energy work demonstration or something like that, or light energy aura building or something like that, you'll find it. But it's by Chris Zanetti, and he's pretty good at that. So just go to Chris Zanetti's account and have a look what the sort of stuff he does, because he's quite on point. You don't do like chi movements. He's more of a wizard like me, man. But I do Tai Chi as well, a little bit. I do try. I'm trying to learn it. I'm going to actually learn that part of it as part of Shaolin soon. So yeah, that's another thing. What else can I say? I've got like 2 minutes left. I've been through psychic attack. I've been through feeling the spirit, connecting to crystals, feeling light. Just another thing. One more thing before I go. Seeing clearly. You gotta always focus seeing clearly. So yeah, I'm like I class myself as being all-seeing, because I know exactly the person who's psychic attacking me, even if they don't image themselves properly. They could image themselves as me. Don't ever fall for another voice in your head also, because that's psychic attack. Unless they know your codes and something like that, it's very rarely you hear your higher self, yeah? To think that way, that's the best way to think. It's very rarely you hear your higher self. That's all I'm gonna say on this. I'm gonna do some more videos, training bits. I'm gonna go through all this in parts, separate parts. I'm gonna talk about remote viewing, feeling your spirit, exercises to do, crystals to use for it. I'm gonna talk about psychic attack. Now I'm just gonna leave the psychic attack on this video. But yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.